In the early 20th century, when America's industrial engine ran on Appalachian coal, one railroad emerged as a masterpiece of engineering, efficiency, and sheer determination. This is the story of the Virginian Railway, often called the richest little railroad in the world. The Virginian was born from the ambitions of two unlikely partners, Henry Huttleston Rogers, a millionaire industrialist from Standard Oil, and William Nelson Page, a respected West Virginia coal operator and civil engineer. Page had long dreamed of a direct low-grade route from the rich coal fields of southern West Virginia to the tidewater ports of Virginia. But existing railroads, the Chesapeake and Ohio and the Norfolk and Western, kept shipping rates high. The only way to break their control was bold. Built an entirely new railroad from scratch over nearly 450 miles of rugged mountain country. Rogers believed in Page's vision and quietly supplied the fortune necessary to make it real. By the time the public realized what the pair were doing, the project was too far along to stop. Construction began in 1905 and the railroad opened end-to-end in 1909. From the start, the Virginian was different. Rogers insisted on building the best line money could buy: gentle grades, broad curves, heavy ballasted track, and massive bridges that eliminated bottlenecks. It wasn't luxury for its own sake. The design allowed coal trains to move with unrivaled speed and efficiency. Even today, railroad historians refer to the Virginian as an engineering marvel, a railroad purpose-built to solve a problem, and built so well that it could do that job for decades with minimal change. From the coal fields near Mullins, West Virginia, the Virginian hauled some of the cleanest, hottest burning coal in the world. Its route stretched eastward to the deepwater port at Sewell's Point, what would become later part of Norfolk's massive coal exporting complex. The real legend of the Virginian came from its locomotives. In steam days, it ran some of the largest and most powerful engines on Earth, massive 2 compound articulated locomotives, and later the sleek and powerful 484s and 210-4s that became icons of American steam power. Then came electrification. In 1925, the Virginian electrified about 134 miles of its mountainous territory, one of the longest and most advanced mainline electric operations in the US. The electric locomotives handled heavy coal trains with ease and helped the railroad maintain remarkable efficiency throughout the Great Depression. After World War II, the Virginian once again pushed boundaries, purchasing some of the earliest high-horsepowered electric and diesel-electric locomotives. For a relatively small railroad, it was astonishingly modern. The Virginian had a special reputation among railroad workers. It was known as a company that maintained its equipment meticulously, paid its employees well, and ran its trains safely and efficiently. Rail fans later named the richest little railroad in the world because despite its modest size, it consistently earned strong profits. The combination of high-quality coal, efficient operations, and well-designed infrastructure gave it stability and prestige. By the late 1950s, even the well-run Virginian was facing economic pressure. Coal competition, changing energy markets, and the rising cost of maintaining separate rail networks in the same region. In 1959, the Virginian merged with its longtime rival, the Norfolk and Western Railway. The merger brought together two coal giants, and the N&W eagerly integrated the Virginian's superior low-grade routes into its system. Although the Virginian name disappeared, its infrastructure lived on, absorbed into what eventually became Norfolk Southern. Today, many trains still run over the tracks the Virginian laid more than a century ago. The Virginian Railway lasted barely half a century, but its legacy endures more than 100 years later. It stands as one of the finest, most efficient railroads ever built, an example of what happens when engineering, vision, and financial determination come together with a single goal. Born from ambition, refined with advanced technology, and remembered with deep respect, the Virginian Railway remains a shining chapter in American railroad history. And that is the story of the Virginian Railway, the little railroad that was built to be great.